Welcome to the Ben Show. Hey everybody, it's Kim, and I haven't done a video like this, like face to face, in so long. It's so hard to find the time where everybody's out of the house or giving me private time to be able to do this. So yay, here we go. I have a video for you today. Kim's favorite crystals for peace and serenity. And we need this now more than ever, although I hate that phrase, now more than ever. It's so dramatic, right? It's now more than ever. It's now more than ever. But truthfully, we do. So I have some of my favorite crystals, and I'm going to start off with Larimar, my beautiful Larimar necklace. This was my stone that I had wrapped by a dear friend, Vivian, and I'm going to put the link to her store down below. Get in touch with Vivian. She does wonderful jewelry, wrapping, also does a lot of crocheting work, a lot of very creative kinds of work with clay. Beautiful, very creative. And I'm going to put the link to her store below, so go check her out. But Larimar, I mean, isn't this so beautiful and soothing? So beautiful Larimar. Larimar is the dolphin stone, right? And it has this the water element to it, and forgiveness and calming and very peaceful. And so I do like to wear my Larimar. It helps with communication, but also just in general with an overall sense of peace and serenity, like on a very peaceful, calm ocean. So that's kind of what I get when I wear my Larimar. Very, very peaceful. So we're going to start off with that. Now I have a whole bunch of crystals over here. I'm going to be looking over here to grab from my crystal collection to show you. All right, so another one, and no big surprise, we have the Satin Spar wand. This is a great one, of course, for clearing the aura. I talked about this 10,000 billion times, so I really won't go into it again, but you know, keeping your aura clear really helps to keep away that debris and helps any negative crap that's out here coming closer and closer. So don't forget, you know, you take a shower every day, so, you know, selenite, satin spar every day. Clean your aura. And I'll do a whole other video about selenite and satin spar. A lot of you know about the differences as well. Okay, same chemical composition. They really do the same thing. They just grow a little, they just look a little different, okay? But we'll talk about that in another video. So the Satin Spar, and I will say, in terms of peace and serenity, I actually prefer Satin Spar over the selenite. Selenite can be a very high vibe, so if you're really looking for just something a little bit more peaceful, more calming, then I would go with the Satin Spar. This is the selenite. Okay, Satin Spar, selenite, another video. But that's a great one, and I do love to have my selenite, there you go, Satin Spar Moonstone, really very calming and great for holding. And I have one in peach, and this is a natural piece. Let's see, I don't know, has it like a little peachy tone. Love it. All about cleansing the aura, for purification, also for divinity and clarity and high consciousness. So selenite and satin spar is really great for that. Next we have lepidolite, especially rough lepidolite. I prefer it over the polished lepidolite. For some reason, I just feel like you get more out of it. So lepidolite has lithium in it. Really great for calming and soothing. You also have the really nice palm stones and polished pieces. Again, these are great to hold for sure. But when I'm really stressed, I will rub my lepidolite. Great for stress release, for calming anxiety. Also great for wisdom because it's great for up in this area. And it has that water element, so it's good for balancing emotions. Petrified wood for growth and security and for grounding. And I have here, this is a petrified wood branch, so it's polished on one side but cut. It's great also for past life recall and connecting with that ancestral knowledge. Really deep-rooted grounding. And I love my palm stone. Petrified wood. Great for growth and security as well. So let's see. Do I have out my big? Oh, here's my big one. I have another one too. I love petrified wood. But you really get that deep-rooted grounding with petrified wood. When you think about a tree, and, you know, if you're a tree hugger and you love to be out in nature hugging trees, sometimes you can't do that. You can just have a nice piece of petrified wood in your home. Okay, how about blue lace agate for tranquility, for confidence, to speak. I call it waves of peace, especially when you can see like the laciness. Love it. Sweet dreams. Very, very dreamy. Love it. Now, I have two pieces here. One is Ben's, the kitty, and one is mine. And yes, Ben has the bigger one, believe it or not. This is the one that's on his little sleeping area. He loves it. I don't want to take it away from him. I love blue calcite for calming. Sometimes, like, I will grab this one or lepidolite for some reason. Just really love it. I especially love the natural blue calcite, not the acid dipped. And the natural one, it's not as bright, it's not as waxy or shiny, but love the blue calcite for peaceful communication, for calming, for soothing, for deep relaxation, as well as dream recall. And then pedolite, pink pedolite, angelic communication. I mean, isn't that just so peaceful? I love pieces like this that are big enough to hold. This one actually has like a little indent, so I can like rub it. Great for anything with the heart, for spiritual protection, emotional wellness. And then we have Moonstone. Now, Moonstone for love, for nurturing, the connection to the moon, of course, and the tides and the new beginnings and all that stuff. It's also the Traveler's Stone. So we have Black Moonstone here. Love my Black Moonstone. And we have a Peach Moonstone, natural, emotional release. And this is my palm stone, a little palm stone. Another one that I like to go to is my Smoky Quartz. And Smoky Quartz for fear relief. We need that. For a gentle type of cleansing and a gentle type of grounding. It's not like this really immense kind of grounding. It's more of a gentle, like get your feet back on the ground, you're going to be okay kind of energy. And great for sleeping with, for reducing nightmares. Just a gentle type of grounding. Stress management. This is the one I usually grab. This point, natural point from a 1960s Brazil dig. And this one too. This one has, and I've shown this before, I think. This one has a really cool record keeper. But I'm not going to get it. Of course, Himalayan Salt. Okay, so I have my Himalayan Salt lamps all over the house. Himalayan Salt, really inexpensive. Great to put in your bath. You know, so you can do like an Epsom salt bath. You could also throw in your Himalayan Salt. Just know that it will eventually dissolve, but that's okay. It's very inexpensive. So great for cleansing. We know how cleansing salt is. So great for cleansing, for love, for purification, for forgiveness. And then we have rose quartz, and I know rose quartz is something that a lot of people don't really use too much anymore or work with anymore. I know a lot of people really just are not excited about rose quartz. I am still equally excited about rose quartz. I think it's such an underrated crystal. So you have nice polished palm stone. I love my polished rose quartz. So awesome. So great for holding, great for putting on the heart chakra. And then I have rough pieces like this all over my house. Bigger ones all over my house. Look, I'll show you this one. Peace, tranquility, love, forgiveness, compassion. Do we not need that? We need that. So I have Mama rose quartz. Great for relationships, homesickness. Isn't this awesome? I love it. Pink calcite. I talked about blue. So pink calcite is just a really gentle. I only have a couple pieces of rough pink calcite. Really gentle, peace, happiness. Also helps to enhance your own empathic abilities. So we can use that as well to understand what people are going through, give us a bit more compassion and forgiveness, especially during these trying times.
Now more than ever.
Let's not forget black tourmaline for transmuting those negative energies. And that is so important. When we have this negative energy or unwanted energy coming in, we want to be able to transmute that and send it back in a positive way. Great for stress relief, great for grounding and protection. So black tourmaline's a must. Okay, this one is kind of an interesting one. Maybe one you would not expect. I know I did not expect this. Is Scoliosite. I have a really, really big one. I have another one behind me too. So I have my Scoliosite palm stone. Oh God, I love it. I sleep with this one. And then I have two ginormous Scoliosite pieces, and I also have you know, a little one, but this is kind of spiky to hold, so I don't really work with that one too much. I love this one. It's Scoliosite in the rock matrix, so it's not spiky. I mean, I want to be like, I want to have peace and serenity. I don't want to be spiked. I never would have thought that Scoliosite would be one that would be a peaceful one, because it's a very high vibrational crystal. It's really a good one for psychic abilities and raising consciousness and crown chakra work and stuff. But for me, it brings so much peace. I just like touch it, and I sink into this place of relaxation. So Scoliosite, absolutely love Scoliosite. I know this is ginormous, but I will hold it here on my heart. And just breathe in the peace and not hear the dogs barking. Ah, serenity. Scoliosite, I know, not one you would think of. And that's just something that I discovered when I got that ginormous piece and how it made me feel. Septarian nodule. Well, you know, Kim's beach stone. I love it. Especially because I'm a beach girl. I love going to the beach. Going to the beach, I automatically feel less stress within just moments of being there. Between the salt air, the salt water, the sand, I just am like a mush, right? Of just, so I don't know why, but Septarian nodule just reminds me of that. It has the yellow calcite, so like the sun. It has the aragonite, and it has the limestone. So it really just makes me feel very much like I'm at the beach. Now, it doesn't replace going to the beach, but it does remind me to tap into the energies of the beach. So Septarian nodule, Kim's beach stone. That's all the crystals I took out. But I do want to mention a couple of things. When I was talking about rose quartz, I forgot to bring this out. My rose quartz roller, I got this for Christmas. And I always thought these were like, yeah, whatever, kind of cheesy. And I know they come in jade. The ones I see in the stores don't look like real jade. So I went with the rose quartz. And I have to tell you, I use this every day, several times a day. I don't know if my skin looks any better. But I love how it feels. It's so calming. Oh my gosh. It's so calm. Right now it's cold too, so I love when it's cool. It feels so good around the eyes, here. I don't want to mess up my makeup. But oh god, it feels so good. So I highly recommend a roller. Like I said, they do come in jade too, but I'm just like really leery. Like I know this is rose quartz, and it comes with different oils. You could put different oils on it, whatever you want to put. But very calming. I also do it on my wrists. I don't really know all the different pressure points. That's like not my thing, but you can look it up. But I recommend it. It really, really is very calming. I do it every day. Every day. I love it. And that's my new thing. I've been doing it since Christmas. And we're going to end with Kim's Calm Spray. Yes, that's what I said. Calming Spray. It's in a really ugly bottle. Don't judge me. I know it's in plastic. Don't judge me. I have a ton of dark colored bottles, spray bottles, and they always get clogged. So if anybody has tips on how I can keep my spray bottles from clogging, it's not even that they clog, they just like don't even like go down anymore. And you know what? This is a calming spray. I want to be able to spray it. I don't want to be worried about pressing it 1,000 times. So yes, it's in this little cheesy little bottle with this cheesy little thing that says calm. I don't care because I love it and it works. This is one thing that I started doing, I don't know, probably since the pandemic in the, you know, early springtime. So what is in here? Doesn't that work? What's in here? I forget. So I used distilled water, and I'm sorry, I keep hitting the table and the camera moves. I use distilled water, and I use I don't know exact drops, but I'd use about 4 or 5 drops of release essential oil, and about 4 or 5 drops of what is that called? Zen from Revive. I do like the Revive oils, just saying. So I have release and I have Zen in here, as well as some crystal chips, and I have amethyst, rose quartz, and black tourmaline. And sometimes I'll throw in a clear quartz in there too, just to amp it all up. So that's what's in my spray. I love it. I spray it around this way, and then I walk through it. And I do this at least once a day. I do it definitely before I go to bed, and I do it sometimes throughout the day when I need it. But I usually start off the day with it and end the day with it, and then have one in between. But if I miss that, I definitely do it before I go to bed. I just want to make sure when I go to bed that everything's clear. It's like a new day kind of thing, and I want to make sure that I'm sleeping well and whatever. And that's how I do it, and I love my spray. So very simple to make. Highly recommend. I know it's been a really hard time. 2020 was a mess, and 2021 doesn't seem to be too much better. So do what you have to do to stay calm and centered and grounded. Try to get outside as much as you can. Try to meditate as much as you can. I know for me personally, trying to meditate, it's like, really? I have everybody's home almost 99% of the time. Everybody's home. And if the kids aren't home, it's Ben, you know, the cat. So I really don't have a whole lot of alone time or peaceful time. I have to close my door and put on earbuds and try to take care of myself the best that I can. So get out some of your crystals. You don't have to have the crystals. Another one, and I didn't even bring this up because it's not a crystal, but river rocks or beach rocks, beach stones. They are phenomenal for grounding and releasing stress. Just holding them. It's so powerful. So if you don't have any crystals, you know, go outside and grab a rock. But mostly one from the beach or by a river, okay? Just grab a rock. Or in the woods, it really doesn't matter. Don't grab the rocks that are around a pool or, you know, rocks from a driveway. You want to grab rocks that are out in nature. They very, very, very much so have a grounding and just a sinking into the ground kind of feeling because they're rocks. So you don't have to have money to do this. You just have to find a rock. But I just wanted to share all the crystals that I do like to work with as well. All right, so I hope you find this useful. I have a whole page on my website now about peace, different kinds of things you can do for peace and serenity. I'm going to go ahead and put that link below if you want to go to my website and check that out. I am building a whole resource section on my website that I want to just share all my videos and pictures and tips and things like that related to different subjects. So go check that link out. And there's more kinds of information. There's grids and affirmations and things like that. All right, thank you for tuning in. I hope that you found this video helpful, and I do really hope that you have a better year this year. Find the peace within. We have it. We can do it. Take a few moments for yourself. Oh, I almost forgot, and then I'll say goodbye. There is another thing that and I know it's breathing. I know everybody talks about breathing. Take a breath, breathe. But it is true. I will tell you that I started doing these breathing exercises before I go to bed at night, and I sleep 1,000 times better. Just like 1,000 times better. So I saw this on Facebook, and I don't know who to credit for it, so I apologize if I'm stealing somebody's technique, because I don't mean to. I just saw it, and I don't know where I saw it. But it works. So before going to bed, or before to help your body relax, you take a deep breath in and hold it for, let's see, now breathe in. Say breathe in. Breathe in about 5 counts, all right, till you have a good deep breath. Then you hold it for, let's see, hold it about 6 or 7 counts, and then exhale. Let me see. Let me see. Exhale about 7. So take a deep breath, about 5 counts. Hold it for about 6, 7 counts, and then exhale for about 7 counts. Don't worry about the exact numbers. That's not the point. But you're taking a really deep breath, you're holding it, and then exhaling slowly. You do that a few times, I'm already getting woo. You're gonna feel you might feel a little dizzy, so don't do this while you're driving or while you're standing. This is great before meditation. It's great to help calm you, and it's really great to help fall asleep. If I wake up in the middle of the night, I do this exercise, I'm back to sleep. So I just wanted to share that. So really, really great tip. All right, now I'm going to say goodbye. Thank you for joining me. I love you all, and I apologize for not making these videos as much as I used to. It's just really, really difficult, but I'm trying. All right, everybody, I love you, and I will see you on the next video. Bye.